My name is Gavin Evans, and this is my review of Penguins of Madagascar. And this review will have spoilers, so there's your warning. But I think the penguins are such great characters in the Madagascar movies that when I heard about them making a spin off, it just felt like a no brainer to me at the time. But I've now watched this movie 3 times, and every time I've watched it, I've liked it less. And I'll never watch it again. This is a terrible movie, and it is one of the worst DreamWorks animated movies. So let's begin talking about the cast. The Penguins, Tom McGrath, Chris Miller, Christopher Knight, and Conrad Vernon all do a pretty decent job. They bring enough energy to this movie. John Malkovich is painfully generic here, and he can't elevate this character in any way. His performance just didn't work for me at all. Benedict Cumberbatch, I hate his character, and I thought his performance was rather flat. And Ken Jeong, I thought was just annoying. So the cast isn't anything special, and even though I liked the idea of a spin off on these characters at first, it becomes quite clear when you're watching this movie that it's a case of the Minions effect. And if you've been watching my channel, the Minions effect is when there's characters you love that work better as side characters, and when they get a movie that focuses entirely on them, it just doesn't work. I love these characters. They are hilarious and so entertaining in the Madagascar movies, and that's the way it should be for them. They should stay as side characters because they just can't carry a movie on their own. And the other characters, the North Wind heroes, I despise. Like, these characters are bumbling idiots, but they pretend that they are that, and they suck at their jobs, and they just frustrated me the entire time. I don't think almost anything really works in the story. Like the whole Medusa serum of them turning these penguins into hideous creatures. Just eh. And it doesn't help that this movie came out 1 year after Despicable Me 2, which kinda did the exact same thing. And none of the character arcs work at all for me. This movie tries to be heartfelt, but it just falls flat. The movie is almost never funny. The movie is almost never exciting. And it's just rather bland. And on top of that, I think the pacing is atrocious. Like, this movie is just over 80 minutes, but it feels like 2 hours. And I think I know why. Because usually you watch a movie and it's going, and then there's a low point where the characters reach rock bottom. But then we get the climax, and then the movie ends. In Madagascar 1, Alex bites Marty, everybody is upset, but then we get the fight with the Mufasas, and the movie ends shortly after. In How to Train Your Dragon, we get Stork disowning his son, everybody's at rock bottom, but then we get the climax and the movie ends. While here, the movie is going along, the one penguin gets captured, so it feels like that, but then they think he dies, so we get another one of those moments, and then the penguins turn ugly, so we get another one of those moments, and then we get the climax, then the movie ends. So the last act of this movie is like the second half of it, and it's just really bad on a pacing level. So yeah, like I don't even get entertainment from this movie. I don't think it's a high energy, fun time. The only positives I can give it is that the Venice chase scene and the airplane jumping scene are very entertaining, and I do like the celebrity jokes. Nicholas, cage them. Elijah, would you do that? Drew, Barry, more power. Those lines are amusing, but yeah, I just don't care for anything else in this movie. The story sucks, the characters suck. I think the penguins work better as side characters. I think the villain is just awful. The movie just doesn't offer enough. So I'm giving Penguins of Madagascar a 3 out of 10. Okay, have you seen Penguins of Madagascar? What did you think about this movie? Let me know in the comments down below. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Stay tuned for more videos soon. And Gavin out.